you don't have to practice bringing guys to the ground. You can't. We're trying to save bodies. You know, the amount of blows that a guy takes is really important to us. And I really made a change a few years back. One of my best friends at Cornell, a guy named Tom McHale, was one of the first, his wife, to donate his brain to the concussion research. And it really made me change everything that I do, and I think the whole sport has now changed. But the bottom line is, you don't have to practice bringing guys to a ground. It's all about position. Tackling is technique and timing. So what I'm looking for out there is to make sure, I call it owning your hip, right? And you can do this all year long. You don't need pads on. You just have to own your hip. If this microphone is the runner, you know, I got to have one guy here, and he's just got to be in good position, and he's got to tag the hip. And then I got to have another guy here with his near leg up, and he's got to tag the hip. And you can do that all over the field, and you don't ever really have to tackle anybody. If you're in the right position, and you teach them that it's okay to miss tackles if you're in the right position, because when you're looking at it as a fan or a guy who studies it or reports on it, if you see a guy fly by and miss, but he's on the right angle, you're not going to pay much attention to it, because there's going to be another guy right. You know, you're not going to miss badly. You're just going to miss, but there's going to be another guy right in position to make the tackle. It's the ones that stand out are when a guy loses leverage, right, and the ball cuts back and it looks bad and there's nobody else there on the defense. So it's all about timing and technique and angles. And if we're on them all the time, about tagging hips and being in position near foot up. Now that's it. Like you have to mentally tackle even when you're not. You have to shoot. You know, I'm tackling. You got the adjustment has to go in your mind, to your foot, to your hands, and you have to say, okay, I'm going to tackle that guy right there. And when you do that, and if you do it over and over and over again, and I think if you look at the teams I've had in the past, we were great tacklers, but we never tackled in practice. You know, we just worked and harped all the time on position and where you at on the sideline, where you at on the field. Vice, own your hip. It's an 11-man game. If you're going to miss, let them miss. It's okay if they miss aggressively on the proper side of the runner. So a lot of it is just without pads.